Ladies and germs, welcome to The Last Rites. My voice is absolutely knackered. I'm sick. I have summer sickness. And yeah, bear with me. The camera's probably wonky as well, but deal with it. Subscribe. Yeah. Go on. I'm sick. I've got man flu, MANN. Let's talk very briefly, because my voice can't handle it, about, I guess, this year's Edinburgh Fringe controversy. With Graham Linehan, is it? Linehan, Father Ted and It crowd creator. Obviously, last year, Jerry Sadowitz kicked out of his venue for, I think it was a couple of customers and some members of staff complained. Some students that you hired on minimum wage complained about the content of a comedy show. I'm not going to get in any of the ideology or politics behind it, because I don't really care either way. I don't really care what people are into, their own beliefs and all that. But as a comedy venue, once you hire a performer, it's up to you to do your due diligence on that person. And if you don't want to hire them, then don't. You have that right. But if I think it was 2 venues, and you know who he is, and what he's tweeted a few years ago. I don't think it's right to then give in to customer complaints. And I assume it was some kind of activist, let's get loads of people to phone up and demand he be removed. You shouldn't be given into that sort of nonsense, and you shouldn't be given into the sort of nonsense from even people that are in the audience getting upset, because it's about something. It's not even about the comedy show, first of all, and you definitely shouldn't be kicking comics out for that. But it's not even about the show, is it? It's about his beliefs, and whatever you think about those beliefs, doesn't really matter whether you agree with them or you don't agree with them. It's irrelevant. I don't really think you should be kicking out comics out of venues for that and taking work away from people. And he had to go on this little stage outside Edinburgh Parliament. Beautiful city, Edinburgh. I miss it this year. I'm hopefully going to go up next year. But I guess, I don't know how many people he's got there. I mean, probably like 50. Some are probably journalists. Not the best environment for comedy anyway, but he got up and did it. I guess it's keeping in the media and all that stuff. But this isn't a. I don't care what his views are on anything, really. It's not. I would say this about anybody. I don't think you should be getting kicked out of a venue, multiple venues for. And this is similar to Jerry Sadowitz. The venues know who he is. It's for Sadowitz. It's about his act as well. This isn't even about his act. I don't know, but he's probably not even talking about that stuff in his act, right? He's just not allowed to work for some reason because he has views that a lot of people find offensive and whatever. That's a bit silly, isn't it? Just don't listen to him. Taking work away from people because you don't agree with something they've said is mental. I don't care how bad the things he's said or are or aren't. I think that's just pretty wild. So yeah, we go. That's basically my opinion on Graham Linehan and Edinburgh Fringe. I don't know what. I can't remember what venue it was that didn't let Sadowitz perform last year, but again, that was about his act, which you can't be given into students that you've hired to serve drinks and take tickets and that, and they're getting offended, so we've got to pull it, which is what it was last year. Can't remember the name of the venue, but I did stay in a flat right next to that venue, up a hill somewhere the other side of Nidri Street. That's all I can tell you, because one of the gigs I did was in Nidri Street. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Very, very sick. Again, give us a subscribe for this, because I'm fighting through literal man flu, which in many ways is worse than 9/11 and AIDS in the same one. If the planes from 9/11 gave those towers AIDS, and instead of falling over, they just sort of got thinner in front of us, and bits of them fell off, and then eventually they withered away and died over a number of years because they couldn't have the medication. And in America, they probably wouldn't be allowed the medication even years after it was out, right? Unless he got lots of money. Is that Dallas Buyers Club? I haven't seen it. Is that the plot of Dallas Buyers Club? Who knows? But yet again, I ramble. If you want to have an opinion on it, stick it in the comments. But I'm not even getting involved in the things that he's talking about that's upset people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking more from a venue has a right to not let someone perform in there, absolutely, but to do it because of a few complaints, or even if there's a lot of complaints, quite frankly, stick to your guns and serve the beer and shut up, I think. Again, it's not about his views. Don't care. But have a lovely day. What day is it? Wednesday. Supposed to be going to see Noel Gallagher on Saturday down the road at Withenshaw, and there's a good chance I'll be in Arizona in about 3 weeks' time, which is going to be a lot of fun. Tucson, driving down to Bisbee, Stanhope, Andrist, Billy Wayne Davis, who you've seen on here before as well. So that's a possibility still. The decision will be made tomorrow night. It's a very silly decision because it's over 5,500 miles for to go to a trailer park near the Mexican border. But you know what? I like Mexican food, and it sounds like a story to me. But anyway, thanks for watching if you have so far, and I wish you a very nice Wednesday, whatever day you're watching this back on. Yeah, and please drop us a little subscribe there, and hopefully my voice is better too. Before I go away, if I do, we'll get a couple of guests on for you as well. Jamie Dykes possibly tomorrow night, which will be Thursday the 24th. That'll be maybe a little drinker, and then from there, yeah, I'll see what time I've got over the next couple of weeks, but a couple of those, and hopefully a couple of comics for you as well. Anyway, peace. That's it. That's like the fifth. Yeah. All right, let's laugh at his little stage. All right, it's funny being on that little stage. That's what I'm saying. Have a nice time, and have a nice dinner. Can I go and be sick? Can I go and milk being sick now? What's a man and a man? Having the two ends makes man flu much more serious. So please give willingly.